Tan, I don't like this trade. This LaMelo trade, I don't like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But Tan, what do you think? Like there is I feel like I'm a little conflicted in terms of like I don't really like this trade for the Hornets, but what do you think just overall?
I think I truly believe that the Hornets had to do this trade. They did not have any option. They did not have any more wait time for another year to see how this goes. But it is one of the most stupidest trade I've ever seen in the NBA. It's a very bad move from the Charlotte
Hmm.
because
Interesting.
one last year at the end of the season, we all know this. We all watched this team. We all liked this team. They were good. This Charlotte Hornets team has some promise, and LaMelo is one of those guys. They were one of the best defensive teams in the league, and LaMelo was there. He is not a defensive liability, and he is one of the best playmakers in the league. He's in the same categories, maybe a little bit below than the Lucas, the Cades, but he's one of those gems. And you trade them for pick swaps, for one first rounder, for Naz Reid, for I don't know if there's another player, but Naz Reid, that's the best you can have for a max contract player. That's the best you can do.
Okay. You said LaMelo wasn't really, he's decent, and but the numbers, I'll pull up the numbers when I'm editing this, but the number says that they're actually a little bit better when he's off the court. Offensively is when he shows. I think we all know that. Offensively, their offensive numbers are like basically 10 plus when he's on the floor. So something like 125, but when he's not, he's like 115 or even. But what I'm trying to what I love about this is because I'm turning into a Con Knipple fan.
Mhm.
And I think him and Miller will be good enough, right? And the fact that they got picks, they got Nas Reed, as people call him. Um, I think it's enough. They were undersized, you know. They needed something like this. I think this was a bad move for the Timberwolves. I know they're trying to basically, hey, Anthony Edwards, stay here. We're gonna make it. We're gonna figure it out. But again, it's not just Nasri they got rid of. They had to get rid of Randall to make this trade happen, to have some space. So they basically got rid of two of their power forwards with Randall and Nasri, for some picks for Josh Green and LaMelo Ball. But hey, I'm happy as a Hornets because I feel like Con was amazing. Also, you're talking about the playoffs. They were one of the teams as a potential eight seed that was people were thinking like they were one that could beat a number one seed with the Pistons. People were saying that. People thought that they had the higher chance. And yes, it was a dumb trade to do because it's LaMelo, but I'm happy for the Hornets. But I don't know. I don't feel it with the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the Charlotte Hornets had to do it because of the history with Lamelo and that he did not really achieve, and also he is injury prone. But for the Timberwolves side, I love it. I love
Mm.
it. I love it so much because Anthony Edwards has not had a teammate like Lamelo Ball who can break down the defense, who is one, like I said, one of the best playmakers in the entire league. The one that, Minnesota has been longing for. They've had some bad, times with Mike Conley and DiVincenzo, who was, decent, but LaMelo is a different guy. And I know the injury history is there, which is the most risky thing. But
Hmm.
this could potentially be an all-star and all-star duo. So I really like it for Timberwolves. I think when he's on the floor, like like all throughout his career, he is a floor racer, and am I'm gonna say this now, and I think they're gonna be in the top three in the West.
I don't know, man. There's so many ifs, so many ifs. If this guy's not healthy. Anthony Edwards wasn't healthy for like I feel like 50% of last season. LaMelo was healthy, and Hornets was like sell high. Just sell high. Let's hope we get a lot of picks, which they did. But also, if you actually look into it,
But they were pick swaps though.
there were picks.
So
I was gonna
I
say,
wouldn't say it's
I
sell high.
think
It's like
I
really
think they
bad
only technically get
package.
one first round, from my
Yep.
understanding. If anyone actually look into this, but anywho's besides the point, I think it's a matter of like Hornets. I think it's beside basketball. There has to be something. And knowing the coach and how he coach, it's like, hey, it's all in. We must show up. And I know there was a little bit of drama that didn't really surface too much in terms of this Hornets team. I feel like LaMelo was one of those players that wasn't really giving it all. He is a great player, but just wasn't giving it all on. I think his name is Charles Lee, the coach for the Hornets. There must be something besides that, and they like the new guy in the block, Con Knipple and Brandon Miller. I think this two duo is enough. It just sucks that they were doing so well. But then again, this is a Hornets team that did not get to even the playoffs.
Yep.
And it's time. It's time for it to happen. We'll get some assets, hopefully. But I think for me, I'm happy for the Hornets. I'm not really as I don't really love it too much with the Timberwolves because they're basically like, I'm all in. This is what I'm gonna do. And hopefully this will get us to top three. I don't even know. They were fourth last year, but honestly, you said you floor racer, the race will be a top four still. But final thoughts, Stan. Final thoughts. I think this no time will tell, but I'm not really as happy for the Timberwolves. I think Anthony Edwards is great. He was on my fantasy league. Like I don't really know because I think there's too much if. I think the health risk for both of them this next season is I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I think final thoughts from me. I still like it for Minnesota. I think Randall and Naz Reid, are not that too it's hard to
It's
say,
funny
but
they got rid of both of them, but
yeah, they're not that too important in my opinion. Just for me, because they have this young guy that I'm forgetting the name, another lefty, good power forward who was stepping up when Anthony Edwards was injured. But I think the most important players in this team are Edwards, now LaMelo, Io, and
Mhm.
Gobert. If you have, I know Gobert and also
McDaniels.
McDaniels. Yeah, I was gonna say that. So I think that was very important to me that they kept McDaniels because I know everybody wants this guy. So those key players to me are really really good, and I think with LaMelo they can finally go over the hump. And with Charlotte, I think they're still gonna be good. I just did not like the package for the player that they had.
Mhm. Mm. All right.
Mhm.
Well, time will tell, and I'm pretty sure I will be right. But thanks for listening, mga insan. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Thank you mga Insans for watching another Insans Out of Basketball. If you want more cousin talks,
Subscribe, be part of our group family. If you want more crazy takes, click on this next